Good evening. This is the Underhill Conservation Commission monthly meeting. It's a special meeting this time because we changed the date. And we are starting the meeting at 6:40 p.m. on August 13th, 2025. Around the table tonight is Scott, Patrick, Lori, and Betsy, plus myself. So welcome everybody to the meeting. Anyway, does anyone have adjustments to the agenda? No?
Yes,
Yes.
I just don't have any small talk available to me today from me.
Okay, so
Sorry.
we'll just remove that. All right.
And then just the approval of the minutes at some point.
Ooh, yes. We can do that at the end. Okay, so we will add approval of minutes and remove from the agenda the small talk for tonight. I see that there is no one from the public joining us, so we don't have to ask for any opening public comments. And do people have any around the room learnings, observations, or comments for the meeting tonight?
I saw a bear today.
Yes.
On Brook, a little cub. Just took a look and then it came on its way. It's very cute.
Oh, was he up to at the end?
Almost at the end.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have been having his daddy run around in our neighborhood last week a lot.
Oh my.
I got alerted twice on him, or I think it was a him, and he ran down the road, going down Beartown Road, and then disappeared into the brush. So that's kind of neat.
That was going to be my share too. We have seen more bears this summer than ever before on our cameras at night. And then last week we had one out around 5 p.m. just out in the backyard. So kind of a different year for bears. I don't know.
Could be. Was it all the same bear? Do you think? I mean, about the same size?
The one we saw last week was pretty small. I wouldn't say like necessarily, I don't know if it was a cub or maybe a first year, but and then at night we've seen a bigger one. So hard to say.
I haven't had any good observations. I did see bears down in Richmond on a trail, but not around here. So.
Pat, Kurt, do you have any observations or?
I saw a nice young buck the other day at around noon right here in my yard, and I said hello to him, and he looked at me, but he didn't say hello back, and he just kept eating.
Kept eating, yeah. I think if that's the one that seems to be very bold, he doesn't seem to want to run away. He's there like, oh, excuse me, I've just got to finish whatever, my clover. Even with the dog, he doesn't, I've seen him twice with the dog and he's not terrified. Of course, she's on a leash, but, you know. Ow. I like that. Yeah. Well, I had intended to see if I could get a hold of, can you see this? This is Conserving Vermont's Natural History, and it talks about conservation planning. And I plan to pick it up at the parks and recreation down in Essex. And I started reading it. I've read it before and thought, well, a lot of it's dated. And then today I decided that it really isn't. It talks about what a wetland is, or, you know, what a bog is. So I will try to get some for us. Sometimes it's out of print. But then again, it's, I think it'd be a good background and something, a reference for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will get, I think, 6 copies. And, yes, that's my comment. Aside from the bears, I'm enjoying listening to the owls at night too.
Yeah.
They're very vocal. Anyway, so the other thing that I think I'll save it for the Crane Brook Conservation District conversation. And what I have been doing is, I did talk to the Brad, our administrator, about ordering some tests for cyanobacteria. And so he called the health department, and they said that there has not been any incidents of it in the state of Vermont this year. And in conversation, what he's relayed back to me, I thought, well, if nobody seems to have it, and the usual suspects, I mean, the Burlington beaches are closed, but it's not for cyanobacteria, it's for E. coli.
Yeah.
Then maybe we don't need it at this point. So, I mean, we don't get it from the health department anyway. That's something you have to get from the Department of Agriculture. So, but that's my little, bring back the information on that. But I understand though there have been some things happening at the Crane Brook. So
I'll go ahead and share what we've been doing. Do you know about the boardwalk? You
I talked to Brad about that, if it had been installed, because I had not been there this week, and he said it has not, but he planned to talk to Russ about a date for that.
Oh, good. So, when I spoke to Brad earlier than you, I think he said that they were waiting for it to dry up a little bit, and it's certainly dry now.
Yeah. If I hear, I'll send you a text so you'll know.
Okay.
If you hear, you know, okay.
Well, I can stop over tomorrow and just inquire.
Okay. That'd be
good. So Scott and Matt and Betsy all went over to the kiosk on the 19th of July, and the kiosk was stained beautifully. The new sign was put up, and all the blazes have been painted on both sides as well, ready to go up as soon as the map gets finished. And before that happens, we'll have to review the screws and the corks and the ideas that came up earlier in the spring about how to do that. It's unfortunate there doesn't seem to be that big of a hurry, in that Marcy contacted me last week saying that she's finished the Mills River sign and has started ours, the Crane Brook sign or map, and has been sorting out all kinds of technical uses and programs to do that well. She's having a little bit of difficulty matching up what's there and what's showing on her computer work. And she said she'd let us know when there was a first draft and we could take a look at it and go from there as far as the map goes. And so we're kind of at a standstill as far as marking trails and that kind of thing. The blazes are lavender, green, and blue. They're all being stored at town hall, so they're there when the time comes. And that's it's good to hear there isn't any need for the cyanobacteria concern. And I think that's pretty much it for Crane Brook. People have been using it. I've seen people with dogs on leashes and complimented how appreciative we are. They have also shared how lovely they think that spot is and really thank the commission for doing the work that we do to keep it. And the only other glitch, or the only glitch is, I don't seem to know, and I don't think anyone does know the combination for the lock for the kiosk. So it might mean taking a hacksaw and cutting that lock and getting a new one. Unless, yeah, I guess that might be the best thing to do, and maybe use a different kind of lock. So I will investigate that a little bit. And then once we can get in there, we can start putting some educational kinds of information there. I was able to slip your sign, your little sign in, Karen, that you had put up. I forget what it's about, but anyway.
It's about cleaning your shoes and things before you hike into an area.
Okay.
It's sort of,
Yeah.
and yeah. There is a key to that lock as well, and it's in Brad's drawer.
Oh.
Okay.
Really?
Yes. The reason I didn't, because I don't know why the code, the code to the locking, the lock doesn't work, but there is a key.
Okay.
In case, yeah.
Well, I will tomorrow get the key and figure it out, and also check in with Brad about the walkway.
Okay.
And I'll send a email out to everyone so that you have an update.
Oh, good. I did see Logan Wells over the weekend.
Yeah.
They had an Eagle Scout honor event for Logan.
Ooh.
And a lot of the former Eagle Scouts, Scoutmasters, lots of the kids, the young folks that have been involved in the Eagle Scouts were all there, plus a crowd of other people for bestowing on Logan the Eagle, I guess it's a badge or a pin.
Super.
Yeah, super. And he wanted to help with the signage, and I said, well, I don't think it's quite ready to do. And I'm not sure he'll be here when we do the signage, but that was foremost on his mind, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's going out west to do some hiking
Mm-hmm.
in a couple of weeks. So that's why,
Okay, well, that's good to know, and we can be in touch with him when we do that.
yes, yeah. Yes. Good. Other comments about Green Brook? Yeah, I have not been there this month. I was there last, and I guess everything is in good shape.
Yeah, as far as I know, I've walked it a few times, and it looks good. It's nothing's changed since the last survey in terms of what's right or what's wrong. It's all good.
Good, good, good. So there are no fire pits or anything here. Hopefully.
No.
Yeah, good. All right, that's good. So, let's see. I thought we could, I did not put it here. We wanted to talk about the programs for the fall and as part of our long-range planning. And I know that we were hoping that we could have an Abenaki ceremony. And I see Patrick's here. And I know that some other things are coming up, and I wondered if we could do like not a whole day, but part of a day, like have a ceremony. Dan Steinbauer wants to still do some composting workshop. We have kids, Trinity's son has been painting the birds that he sees. So it'd be I could have a little artist show too. And I don't know if it would work to combine that all together, including having the forest walk with Mav and Bernie at the same time. I don't know. Might be too many activities. What are your thoughts?
Sorry. Mav and Bernie are scheduled for September 6th. And if that needs a rain date or something it would switch to September 7th at 9. That's what a time that would work for them in the September.
And they're coming at 9 or 10 or 8?
9.
9. Okay.
And I know that I had put out tentative dates for the pop-up painting, and it's going to be for August 23rd. That's not really a fall thing. The idea behind that was I've been able to get a hold of materials for 12 people, and we were going to meet up at the picnic table, maybe 2-hour 9 to 11 kind of thing. And I'll bring all the materials, and we need to have people sign up ahead of time for that. And I think Lori was going to help me with a poster, and Karen was going to help with posting to the Facebook site.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Good.
So
Yeah.
I don't know about combining. When is the celebration, Pat?
I don't know. We have an event this weekend, two days. We have another 2-day event later in August, We have one event in September and one or two in October.
Hmm.
Probably if we were going to do something, September would be the best month. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't even know. I had hoped that we would have some Underhill people visiting our shooting fire ceremony, but we didn't. None that I
Yeah.
recognized anyway. But anyway, I'm going to be with our folks all weekend, and I'll find out if there's some time in September that we could do something, if that's all right.
Is September 6th a possibility?
Well, I'm not sure. I don't make the schedule, and I know that we do have at least one event in September, but I don't know what date it is. What is the 6th? Is that
It's the
a weekend?
it's
It's
a
a
Saturday.
Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll find out. Is that a preferred time?
Well, if there was some thought of combining efforts with another event, that's when the Bug and Bird Walk is at Crane Brook.
Okay.
We could do something earlier, early morning, and then something a little bit later in the day or afternoon or morning.
I'll see if I can gather any troops. We're we're down in membership, and so it's kind of hard to get more than one, I guess more than two people together. So I'll find out. Like I
Now,
said,
would the fire ceremony be appropriate to do now?
you can do it anytime. It wouldn't be a ceremony. It's only a ceremony when we do it on the solstice. So there's, we can do a demonstration almost any time. And then our next actual ceremony is Forgiveness Moon, which is the winter solstice. But that's usually terrible weather. I was so cold last year that I could have passed for drumming with my knees that were knocking together.
I'm sorry. I can see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was bitter.
No. All right. So why don't, if you look into seeing what September 6th is like
Yep, I
for you
will.
folks, that would be good. I think that, yeah.
And we might be able to do, if we can get enough people, we might be able to do the green corn ceremony demonstration or something like that, which is totally appropriate.
Green corn.
Right.
Okay.
That's that's typically done whenever the corn is suitable to eat.
Oh, okay. And let's say if the 6th is, folks are busy, or folks, what would be an alternate date? Is it, like
Is
the
that
13th, 20th?
So a Saturday would be the preferred date. Any
Okay.
any September Saturday, yeah? Is that right?
Yeah. Okay, so September 6th, so the next one is the 13th, and thereafter it's the 20th. Um,
I'll see what I can come up with.
yeah, yeah. Okay. I think
great?
that green, yeah, that sounds good. That'd be really good. And if, yeah, think that would be very good. Good. Now, as soon as we sort of, maybe we can do a little bit of talk, you could get back to us or back to, yeah, or to me as soon as you know about the date so we can plan, because if we had it September 6th, we won't have another meeting before then. So we want to kind of do the planning. If this, it's a go for the 6th, maybe the poster could, let's say, include the bug and bird walk plus then the ceremony all in one advertisement, or two separate ones, I don't know.
I
But
think all in one
anyway,
would be,
yeah. Laurie, are you on standby to help with the poster for that?
Yes, yep, that sounds good. And I can help with the registration for the paint event too, Betsy.
thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so
As far
other,
as, excuse me, sorry. As
yeah,
far as doing an art show from the painting at the pop-up, I cannot get my head sorted out how to do that or where to do that and if it even makes any sense. So I'm going to decline from that idea if that's okay with everybody.
okay. I mean, that's okay. Maybe, who is the organizer for the Underhill artists that were in the town hall?
Um,
Just curious.
there's a woman that Mary Hill got to pick up from where she and John Connell left off. I don't remember who that is.
Mm.
And I did the organizing for the Underhill Central School art show that happened election day time, so last fall, late fall, November. It's a little tricky right now because of what might be happening in the town hall as far as renovation and that sort of thing.
Oh, true.
But I don't know if the Historical Society might entertain an idea of having something like that in the old schoolhouse. I don't know.
Or, okay, possibly maybe the library?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Maybe that's, yeah, something like that. Well, that's, food for thought, for some future planning. So, all right, speaking of planning, so I asked Amanda to make copies, hard copies of our plans. And did you get that one? Yeah. And Patrick, I'm gonna drop one off in your mailbox for you. Can you, you already have yours? That's Lori?
I'm
It's what,
quite sure I have one.
yeah, I sent it out in the, along with the agenda. And I think I sent out the minutes as well.
Yeah, I have it here in front of me. 4/13/25 or something like that.
Yeah, yep, 4/14/25. Oh,
Yeah.
no, it says revised,
Yes.
5/1/25. Okay. Okay, so that'll be in the email. But just thought we'd go over it a little bit and see where we are, see if there are things we want to change on a plan, because none of it is carved in stone. It just gives us a roadmap to where we might be going. And then also we have the background for that plan, which included initiatives that have been assigned by the town for the Conservation Commission to do. It's according to the town plan. So that's sort of the background to why we did this. If you recall, Jens Hoka came and did a brainstorming session with us.
Oh, yeah.
So, and we did some ideas from us, and then we looked at the initiatives that were assigned to the Conservation Commission, and they appear in the town plan, and there were 64 initiatives that had originally been assigned to us. And then with the climate action plan, there were another 9. So I think what we went through is chose ones that we thought we could actually do, whether it was now or, within the next 5 years or so. And Lori made a wonderful spreadsheet of the plan.
Yeah, I would say, the credit goes to Penny Miller. She definitely had a vision for the organization and being really detailed with it. So,
Yeah. And so then, yes, so then we drafted it and put it into a plan. And what seems to be missing though, you can see, like Scott, on the third page, page 6, you can see what the brainstorming categories were, and then we voted on which things we wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's a hefty lot of responsibility. And then it's going to be page 8. You'll see things that involve the Conservation Commission, and then there are some that we might be a partner to. And Penny did you color code these?
I think Penny was probably the color coordinator.
Yeah. So we know things that we're sort of the lavender color. No, we're sort of the blue color. And then the others are, when we partner with people, they're sort of the light, is that sort of a orange?
Yeah.
Always a lot of work. Anyway, so we took that and then made a stab at some of them. So right away, we have obviously things that we need to do, like the Green Up Day. That's the idea is one or a couple of us for each of the different initiatives would take the lead. For example, although this is kind of a tricky one because we sort of share responsibility with the rec committee, Betsy sort of takes the lead with what goes on at the Crane Brook. I sort of take the lead with the Green Up Days. And then for, other things, the educational events and things, it depends on what it is and who will be doing it. bird outings, for example. That might be, this time it looks like Betsy because of Mauve and Bernie. I think that Lori organized a bird walk in the spring. So everybody can sort of take a stab at what things they want to do for the ceremony, which is on here somewhere. Abenaki ceremony, where is it? Oh, it's member projects on page 2 of the project from the bottom. For example,
I think we just lost it.
oh no, how did we do that?
I don't know. It's
Join, can I say join again?
unless
Hi.
we just lost the window. Yeah. I think if you leave this one again.
Do I
Seems like you're on twice again.
So if you leave,
do the, what is it? Is it what do I do?
if you down there and
This, leave session,
yeah,
just for me.
yeah,
I'm
that's
just,
and now you can alt tab just one time, should get us there. There we go.
there, sorry.
Just disappeared.
Yeah, I don't know why it disappeared.
Yeah.
It's funky. It does it for me, I'm sure. Thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
Down the creek, but, so on page 2 of the one where it talks about the draft 5-year projects, you see at the second from the bottom, member projects, Trinity's doing the monarchs with help, from a group of folks, including Amy, and then the Abenaki ceremony demonstrations would be Patrick. So we're on target for that. And probable dates. And it's going to be the green corn. And Patrick, for the ceremony, how long is it? Or what kind of preparations do we do beforehand?
For which green corn?
Yes,
Um,
yes.
there's not really very much preparation. We styled the ceremony based on how many people we have available. Typically, it takes a lot more people than we would have, so there's really no prep of any kind. We don't need a fire. We bring the corn that we select from, and I'm usually the old timer that selects the corn. So it's supposed to be an elder, which I am, and the problem is how do we style it for the number of people that we have, and it's all pretty much all internal to the Abnakis. I suppose if we felt like it and we had enough attendees, one of the things we can do is very quickly guide some attendees to do part of the ceremony. But I don't know whether we would have the people or the time or the interest in doing that kind of thing. But there wouldn't be any prep that commission would have to do.
Where would be a good spot for that?
Um, some kind of level grass ground. I don't know where you.
Mean like Moore Park or
Oh, that would work. Yeah.
Moore Park? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's the levelest place I can think of, unless it's the parking lot of the town garage. And I don't think that's such a great spot for it. Uh, Okay.
No, I think Moore Park would be fine. There's a little bit of parking, and um, it's a safe spot. Nobody's going to
Mhm.
be driving over us. Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that would be good. And that's just down the road from the, is it painting? Is that the art pop-up? I think that would be the same day. But we're, of course, waiting for you to get back to us on which date works best.
Right.
Yeah. And typically, does that happen in the morning, the afternoon, or the late afternoon timeframe?
Um, it's usually roughly midday.
Midday? Okay, midday.
It only
All right.
takes about an hour, or it probably could even take less with fewer people.
And does it, I'm assuming it's going to involve some corn.
We bring the corn. It's we use what do they call it? I think sometimes they call it Indian corn, but it's multicolored corn, and we bring the corn along. We don't really actually eat any of it because it's stuff that we've been using for years.
Okay. Okay, good. And you don't need any props that you need, you would bring.
Yes,
Okay. Right.
it's typically done in costume, as they say, and there's typically it uses 4 or 5 old ears of corn. We have a leather cloth that we put down to put the corn on, and we're going to be doing the green corn ceremony. I think it's sometime in September um, at the Wheeler Farm on Dorset Street. Does anybody know where that is?
Is that sort of in a development? Like there's a farm stand there?
Um, it's no, I don't think there's a farm stand there. Wheeler Farm is it's a venue that we use. We used to do it at the Monitor Barn over in Richmond, but we haven't done it there for a couple of years, and we're doing it at the Wheeler Farm now. It's there's a big parking space. I think there's a recreation area there or something, and Honey Park. Anyway, it's quite a ways down Dorset Street, and
On
that'll be
Dorset Street?
organized.
Yeah. Okay. And when,
We're going
what date
to
is
do
that?
it with the Nulhegans.
What date is that going to be?
Oh God.
I'll
The
ask.
older I get, the worse I am about dates. Um, I think it's actually the second week in September, but I could be wrong. I'll have to find that out too. I don't like to plan too far ahead. You know, you never know. I might not be able to make it.
Okay. Okay. So that's, I think you might not have been, maybe you could hear, but we were thinking that the corn ceremony would be at Moore Park, probably
Oh.
Following the pop-up. If it, I mean, it depends upon the date, obviously.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Okay. And if it's a different date, then it's okay too. Okay. Right. I seem to be doing a lot of the talking. Does anyone else have other items you want to talk about? Oh, I know. Do we want to do or do we want to host a composting workshop? Dan Steinbauer offered. And
Sure.
sure.
I think that would be great.
Okay. Probable dates. I'm wondering if, I think that, I'm not sure what the date is, but doesn't the town usually have a special day when people can bring their toxic things to the town?
Rover?
Yeah, that was September 7th last year.
Okay.
I wonder if it'll coincide with the birds and bugs walk.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well,
Okay,
we'll be beyond that.
I'll see if the town's doing that. Just occurred to me. All right. So if we did, if we sponsored the workshop, does it make sense to do it? When does it make sense to do it? I guess is a question. We're sort of holding the 6th until we hear back from Patrick. And we'll have to find out if the town's going to sponsor the toxic collections.
So if Patrick gets back to you in the next,
Betsy, we can't hear you. Yeah,
He
oh, my
froze.
mic.
we didn't hear what you said. You froze.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Maybe later in September. I'm just suggesting that in that there's some ifs, and we're not sure about the green corn event yet.
Okay. Okay, we'll look at the month of September once we get the other dates filled in and see if that will work with Dan's schedule. And yeah. Okay. What else do I have? All right. Do you have any questions, Scott, about?
For the Green Brook monitoring, Was that supposed to be in the second 2 weeks or the first 2 weeks of the month?
Of the month when, I think it was for whenever somebody wants to do it, yeah. Are you up to do the monitoring?
Yeah, in August. Yeah.
In August? Okay. Okay, good. All right. And there's a list. Is there a list? I think there's a list. Who's doing September?
I don't know, but maybe Lori could put it in the minutes because I don't know where the list are.
Yeah, I think Penny had the list for that. I think I was September, but I can't be sure. And then same goes for the small talks too. I don't know what we signed up for.
Okay. Okay, so I'll see. I'll connect with Penny. Penny about the small talks and monitoring. Okay, so as far as we know though, for August, Scott's doing it, and then for September, Lori.
Mhm.
I think then it's back to October, November, December. So that'll be, I can do October or,
I'm happy to do a small talk for next meeting.
okay.
I'm sorry that I didn't do that today.
Well, actually, Betsy, I wasn't sure, were you supposed to have done it? I couldn't remember if it was this time or next time.
I think I have
And I
it on my.
hadn't written it down, so.
Uh, 8 September, migration.
Okay. Small talk, Betsy, for next time. Great. Okay. Great. Other topics you want to talk about? I think I have some things maybe we want to go over the to-dos. I'm going to do, my to-dos would be connect with Penny about lists. Check the town calendar to find out if they're doing a toxic kind of substance collection or not. Check about dates. They may not do it. Okay. What else am I supposed to do? Oh, I'm going to be, as soon as the information is ready for the pop-up painting, I'm going to be posting things on Facebook. And I'll connect with, Pat, you're going to connect with me about dates for the green
Yes.
corn ceremony. Yes, okay.
As
Okay.
quickly as I can settle it, I will get back to you.
Okay, good. Let's see, to-dos. Other to-dos that folks have? Laurie's going to help with the poster for the pop-up painting. And then I guess we'll need one for the Mauve and Bernie for September 6th.
Yep, I can do that.
Okay. Betsy, are you going to write a little, some information about the pop-up for Laurie, so when she does posters, she'll.
I had another glitch in my communication. Sorry, I don't know what happened. So I just missed what.
Oh, are you, Lori's going to be doing the posters. And I wondered if you were going to provide some information about it.
I'll send her some information
Okay.
and send you some information. Are you posting it on Front Porch Forum or the website or webpage?
I can't do our webpage, but I can do Front Porch Forum and I can also do the Facebooks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do the web page.
Yeah, I could send Amanda the poster, like an online version of it, for her to post on the website.
Oh,
Super.
good. Oh, super. Okay, good. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to whatever the poster is going to look like for bugs and birds.
I liked the last one, so we might need to recycle that one again.
It's okay, probably people would remember us to making a collection of them. Okay, all right. Other comments about tonight or any other thing you want to talk about?
I just want to say a big, huge thank you to Scott for his presence and efforts with Crane Brook projects. It's been fun to get to know him and to work side by side. And thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Scott.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's fun.
Yes. Yeah, thank you very much. It's very good. Okay.
I guess I have a question about, so I was just looking at the invasive species part of the plan. And I was just on a walk at Moore Park and noticed that there's a bunch of Japanese knotweed. Do we have materials on like the proper process to remove that and to, because I'm starting to think about, taking the lead on something. Since I'm newish, so yeah, but I'm not sure exactly the process of how to do that.
Well, what we have been doing is, I think we cut it and pile the stems and leaves, and then we dig out the crowns.
Okay.
And the crowns with they're not called roots, tubers or whatever. We try to get rhizomes as much as we can.
Okay.
And but everything, for example, at Moore Park, let's say you want to put it, you have to put it where it sort of dries out first. Yeah. And with it, and we burned the piles of, not the crowns, those they go to Williston, and we have to tell them that this is what it is, but then they incinerate, they heat them up to make something out of them. But the rest of it, like just the regular leaves and canes, we burn.
Okay.
And
I could I could ask Steve Webster to get in touch with Scott, or Scott in touch with Steve Webster.
Yeah.
Kind of was the lead on our past experience.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
he was knotweed trooper.
All right.
Yeah.
I'd like to get trained in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it might be a little tricky because it's like right on the riverbank too, so
It is.
it's probably holding some stuff up from eroding. So.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. That's good. Now we haven't been focusing on the invasive this year at all.
Mm-hmm.
We did it for,
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we could get together and I can show you, we had mesh down and we did move, Betsy, Steve and I went and moved some mesh over to Beartown Road and placed it there. I could show you what happened with that.
Okay,
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
that'd be great.
you have my email. right?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right. Other questions? No? All right. Is there then a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Oh, we have to,
Oh, the minute.
do our minutes.
Yes.
I make a motion to approve the minutes from the July meeting.
Is there a discussion about the minutes? I think they're very good.
The only changes were a couple grammatical changes and adding Matt Chapek to the list of volunteers that helped out at the Cranebrook.
Okay.
Thank you.
So then we need to amend the motion.
So I would say that I move to amend.
No, you
No,
move to approve the
move to
minutes.
approve the minutes with amendments.
Yes.
Yes.
Is there a second to that?
I second it.
All in favor of approving the minutes with the amendments to them? Please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. I think, are there any nays? The ayes have it. Now we need a motion to adjourn.
I move that we adjourn this meeting at 7:42 and it's the 13th of August.
So, is there a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Right, the meeting is concluded. Thank you very much for participating, being here, or being here on virtually, yes. And I will connect Pat with you. Maybe I'll drive by tonight and drop off the documents that were printed off, so you have a hard copy. Is that good?
Okay. Or
I
you
can
can,
see-
if you send a file, I can just print it.
Oh, okay, I'll do that, I'll resend. Okay. All right. Oh, good night, folks.
Thank you.
Good night and thanks.
I'm ending the recording.